Halo. What was once one of the most popular and influential games in the market has now become an afterthought in the seemingly stale landscape we have today, which is even more confusing as one would think this is the perfect time for a franchise like Halo to release something and capture so many gamers in search of something new. 343's decision to not release a BR is probably one of the biggest fumbles of all time. Phil Spencer stating that the franchise success didn't hinge on adopting this trend is something he probably highly regrets. Pride and ego are usually behind every bad decision, and this is a perfect example. Their decision to not partake in one of the biggest gaming market shifts in history because they felt they were above it cost us potentially one of the best BRs. If you've played Halo, quite literally any of them, you can see there's a high level of quality across the board. It's like Chick-fil-A. No matter which one you choose, you're going to get a solid product. You're going to enjoy yourself. They quite literally never miss. Now, are some of the Halos not as good as the others? Obviously, everything is relative. But you could even argue that Halo, pound for pound, is one of the most consistent franchises we've ever seen. I'm not sure if any of the Halo games ever hit lows like Call of Duty Vanguard or Battlefield 2042.
I'm probably gonna have to drop a grenade on this guy's face. Yep. I called it! I called it! Let's see, drink your water.
Those releases were quite literally so bad, Battlefield specifically, that they almost ruined the entire franchise. There is a massive audience out there who feels betrayed by Duty, bored of Apex, and terrified of what might come with the next Battlefield. And even with the recent pre-alpha footage of the next Battlefield being recently released and looking incredible, people are still going to be hesitant in buying this game, which is also the key. The industry norm now for BR modes is that they're free. They make their profits from battle passes, skins, etc. If the employees at 343 are willing to put in the work to release a free-to-play battle royale mode in this upcoming game, it could genuinely be the next big thing.
Hit that subscription button.
Think about how big of a deal it was that Marvel Rivals came on the scene. It seems like it had been years since we've gotten a multiplayer video game that's been taken to that level. It seems like it's been years since we've seen this many streamers or content creators completely shift to a new game exclusively. Single-player games like Black Myth Wukong or Elden Ring have obviously been massive, but died after a week when everyone beat the game.
Can you kill these little guys? Can.
Everything is in position for 343 Studios to have success with this genre. The POIs all exist within a universe that's beloved by so many, that's already been designed by some of the most revered designers in the industry. They could even take the lazy route and put together a bunch of the fan favorite maps like Terminal, Turf, Relic, Lockout, Midship, Headlong, Waterworks, Blood Gulch, Beaver Creek, you get the point. It worked well for Warzone because players just want maps to feel cohesive and memorable. The weapons have all been balanced and tested for the last 20 years. One of the most fulfilling and fun elements in gaming are the BR fights in Halo. Getting that perfection after hitting 4 headshots in a row is generally on the same level as boxing someone up, editing, and then 200 pumping them in Fortnite. Perfect. The sniper rifle feels and sounds like one of the most powerful weapons I've used across almost any game. The rocket launcher sounds like a demon out of hell.
Double kill.
Each of the vehicles has been well thought out and has a special purpose, and is extremely easy to use. They would fit absolutely perfectly on a battle royale map.
What was that? Oh god. Why my curse? Oh yes! First hijacking! 9/11.
Those are some of the important parts to the equation that makes Halo feel so special. But what can't be overlooked is that the pace of the game can match the need of today's younger audience and their attention spans. Those BR fights are highly intense, especially with good mechanics like sliding and jumping around. The combination of Covenant and human weapons create a wide variety of interactions and outcomes of how fights play out. The amount of utilities and movement created over the years would give them a massive pool to draw from, to rotate different items in and out and keep the game fresh.
What the hell?
Their healing system is already perfectly set up for this type of mode. Shield strength could simply vary in terms of how quickly it regenerates and how strong it is based on whatever system they design. There are ways for them to even push the genre forward, even if they don't want to feel like they are recreating something that's already been oversaturated. For instance, they could find ways to incorporate their already successful firefight within the BR mode. For example, they could even simulate a Covenant invasion, with waves coming throughout the duration of the game. You could find ways to even force players to make the choice to work together at some points to survive and fight each other and hope it works out. There could even be room for experimenting. We all know nobody has been able to compete with Fortnite in terms of building, and within the Halo universe, the Covenant are able to harness plasma energy, and the creators of this game could figure out a way to both create a system that's similar to Fortnite's building, but maybe not identical, that's based around plasma that makes sense within the narrative or the story. However, it does seem near impossible to come up with anything that can compete with their building, but again, it is something that could be explored within the Halo world. It allows it to happen. But in reality, people most likely just want a simple simple 100 or more BR mode where the last man standing wins. In a world where it seems like all the bells and whistles are what people are concerned about, in the end, simple and enjoyable is what wins. A battle royale in Halo really seems to be one of the easiest layups, most low-hanging fruit I see in the gaming industry when it comes to creating a new successful game and moving us into the next era. The whole universe has already been designed, thought of, and brought to life. All the designers have to do is put them in position to allow us to play a well-constructed BR, and 343 Studios could be positioned to be the next game that threatens Fortnite as the king of gaming. Alright, that's enough yapping for today.
Okay, they didn't go for the sword. Interesting. Interesting strategy. What the f just happened? I need a gunner. F it, I'll gun it myself.
You're not that guy.
Almost every one of my channel's viewers is not subscribed to the channel. Do me a huge favor and hit that subscription button. We're trying to get monetized. My dog and I. And if you enjoyed this video, think about watching either of these videos that's on the screen. Go out there and do something great.